Hi my YouTube family, this is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. I thank you so much for being here today. Today we're going to have a wonderful time together. Hi, this is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. I hope all of you are doing awesome. Today I'm going to talk about the zodiac sign Gemini, and I will bring some other videos from time to time, because if I continuously do this zodiac sign, then a lot of my other viewers are probably getting bored. So Gemini, this is so huge. Geminis are really amazing people, and there's just so much to talk about them. Geminis are the people who are born on between the time of May 21st to June 19, and Geminis, they are usually described as two people in one body. So when you see the picture of Gemini, it's just two bodies in one body, so two pictures. Geminis are the third sign of the zodiac chart, and they are ruled by the planet Mercury, and their element is air and modality is mutable. Now Gemini's dual people, two people appears, that is constantly challenging, and Gemini are between two worlds, like the mind and their body. So that makes them like constantly changing their mind. You're not fixed, because when people are ruled by Mercury, nighttime they will tell you that they will morning they are going to go here, there, do this, do that. But the morning time they totally change. It's a different person, and you will think like, did I really know this person? Like that. So their mood change, and I have many Gemini people in my life. My friend for many years, Gemini, and usually all the Gemini people I have in my life usually wants their friend for life. I mean, you might have some conflicts here and there, and that's due to the fact that they're very moody sometimes. They're in a really good mood, and very social, and then sometimes they just like to shut off everybody and will not talk for a month, and then again all of a sudden come back out of nowhere. So yeah, but the friendship lasted for years. So Gemini's personalities are, as I said, born between May 21st to June 20. They are very smart, sociable, curious people, and they possess multi-talents. Like all the Geminis I know are extremely well off, very educated, and work in really high position, and work actually all their life. The work is their life. I mean, they every day they work, and these individuals are blessed in their abilities, so they are really, whatever they do, they're really good at it, and they love working, as I mentioned, to the I mean, to the extent like work is their life, and they are witty and fast thinkers, and they are inquisitive natures. Like they always ask questions, and they are very charming people. Most of them are very beautiful. All that I met, they're very beautiful, and they have a good sense of dressing. Like they dress really nice, and they're very social, they're the life of the party, and they're good hosts too. They throw parties, and they really do take good care of people in their parties. So but then they are very flirty, they like to flirt and talk, and very charming, so sometimes gets them in trouble. And all the Geminis I know they have 2-3 relationship in their life, and I also know that some of the Gemini men who actually has affairs outside their marriage, even though they are truly happily married with children and everything. So they're like very sexual, but if they are with their partner and they're not happy, they don't hesitate to move on, even though within the marriage. But they are very good at hiding and having secrets and having secret affairs and secret loves and all that. So they're very good at it and keeping it hidden. So yeah, that's another thing to trusting a Gemini. Gemini gets stimulated with they need somebody with all different kind of talents and ability to have invigorating conversation, music, or sightseeing, beautiful things to see. Geminis are one of the extreme, like someday they'll be so happy, like they're browsing through a rose garden, and some days they're like so down, their down is so down because they get so depressed. So because it's ruled by Mercury, so sometimes like you see they're very nice to you, and sometimes you'll see they're really mean to you. So and they either have a lot of energy or have no energy one day, and one day very happy, one day all of a sudden stop talking to you. So you do expect this with Gemini. So if you know Gemini for a long time, and you will know how they are. So what I usually do is when I meet someone, I always try to know what's their birthday, what their astrological sign, because then it's easy for me to deal with that person. Because if I didn't know that this person is a Gemini, then I would think, oh, how odd that one day so nice and next day hung up the phone on me. But if I know the person is Gemini, then I should expect that, because that's how it is. They could be very nice and the next minute they will hang up the phone on you, not talk to you for months. So they are double personalities. It's really impossible to actually know them or figure them out, like what they're thinking, what they're gonna do. They are very good at using reverse psychology and really get away with it too. And so Geminis are like really quick-witted social butterflies, and and they are known for their adaptability to or any situation they could adapt. I know Geminis who came to this country and they were like very difficult situation, in very difficult, did not know English, had to get jobs. But over the years I have seen them, they learn English, they bought their car, they have their job, they have their house, they have done everything. So they are really good at getting situated in any situation, dealing with any stressful situation, dealing with difficulties. It kind of challenges them, but at the same time, when I have seen when their children are sick, like little babies are sick, they get very nervous and worried. So that's also another personality. They're very brave and bold, but at the same time they get nervous and worried too. So they are great. They thrive in collaborating with other people, which I have personally seen they are great in organizing parties and throwing parties and working in the office together with people, and they can easily charm you with their conversation or humor, and they can brighten up your day. So they are really, Geminis love to learn new things, and they love books. They will always go to library or make their home their library, and they read. They love to learn new things, and the world is like their classroom. Like they want to learn and they want to meet interesting people and talk to them. It's very easy for them to make friends and talk to them and start a conversation in a party, because they really know a lot. They're very knowledgeable, and they're always trying to learn. They don't stop learning. So they are like special people, but they're very impatient and very sensitive too. I have noticed some Geminis get very sensitive in parties, like small things, and they get very emotional, and sometimes family obligations make them overwhelmed. They love family, they're family people, then they're really sometimes not happy in their family. And one thing I notice about Geminis is Geminis always need their space at the end of the day. At the end of the day, Gemini feels like they have to run away to a corner, and which is just their space there. I know some friends, they used to work, and when they came home, they didn't like even talking the phone or they would not even pick up the phone. They will go take a candle. They're very romantic, so they'll put music, have candlelight bath. And most of the Geminis I know, they all drink. They have this weakness about drinking, so they all drink. So they will take a glass of wine and candlelight and have a warm bath, and then just this time for themselves. And even though you know they're home and you will knock at their house, they will not open the door. They will refuse to open the door, because they have this, sometimes they want their own time. It's a me time. Gemini have this me time, and sometimes I have seen weekends they will just have the kids with the babysitter and go and watch a movie, eat outside, do their hair. So the Geminis always need this me time. When they don't get me time, they get extremely overwhelmed, and they do not like to feel like trapped in a situation, in a marriage, in a love, in a family. They just hate that trap feeling, so they need to get out of it every day for some time. The Gemini Zodiac signs inspires and motivates people with their speech, their intelligence, their thinking, their communication skills. Geminis are known for strong sense of humor and their curiosity and their adaptability to any situation. They have different kinds of interest on all kinds of. They're very romantic too. They're great lovers, great husband, and they have a lot of knowledge in philosophical issues, and they like mysteries, to read mysteries and paranormal and learn about science and nature and fiction. They love to read about all kinds of things. They bring about conflicts. They will have a fight, bring about a conflict, just to know how you feel about them or things. They always want to be the center of attention, so they always need to know that you love them or you think about them, all those things. So it's really important for them. A Gemini likes challenges, and they are really courageous and bold, not fearful. and it motivates them to do something challenging, something daredevil, and they really love secret affairs. It just really what can I say? It really makes them romantic, energize them having secret affairs. I know a lot of Geminis have secret affairs. Geminis are social, curious, playful, charming. Geminis are excellent communicators and love to talk about themselves, and they are also quick-witted and enjoy a debate. And they always win in a debate because they're so clever. They will always win. If you have an argument, they will always win. They like variety, so if you want to be with Gemini, you have to bring variety on the plate or they will get bored, and they usually get bored with one partner and they just move on quickly without even announcing anything. Or if they're in a marriage, they just have secret affairs. So if they are attracted to someone, they will just go. And Gemini's omen are really curious, and they are both flirtatious and intellectual, and they're very sexual, sensual, and they don't let, like, if they want someone, they will let them know that they want someone. They're not scared to let them know or don't feel shy or anything. So Gemini woman is self-confident, they are versatile, adaptable, and often blessed with a sense of humor, and they live as a joke and joke around other people. So they like their freedom. They want to work, they want to be free, and they like their me time. And they're curious, creative, but they're very impatient. And also, one day you see they like something, next day you see you come home, they tear down something and redoing something. They like change all the time. And does not like routine thing, does not like same food, have to be different food, all the change. Gemini women are free spirit, and they like to protect their freedom, and they hide their vulnerability behind light-hearted jokes and flirtatious smiles, and they need plenty of variety in their life or they get so bored. And Gemini men are like very charming, but it's very hard to figure them out because they like challenge and it motivates them, and but they are so charming, attractive, and they're so difficult to find. They're like a bipolar, 1 minute very happy, next minute very depressed, and they're mysterious, and it's very difficult to figure them out. And they're talkative and loving and kind, and they are dependable and flexible, but dramatic and emotional and witty and elegant, and they're very intellectual. They like to solve problems, and it gives them a lot of excitement and challenges. They are very interesting, but they're very confusing. Like, you wouldn't know what they're really thinking, what they want, what are they doing behind your back. Geminis are best match, best suited with Aquarius. With Aquarius and Geminis, it's just the harmony. They understand each other so well. And with Aquarius is multi-talent, and Geminis intellectual side, they totally match, and it's like a love affair in heaven, and they both can keep each other happy and satisfied for many years. But Aquarius has to bring on the table different changes every day because a Gemini likes different things. So the Gemini's characteristics usually versatile, vibrant, very interesting, fascinating, resourceful, and a party person, original, wise, very curious, exciting, impressive, clever, full of life, full of ingenuity, and love nature and wilderness, very strong, like alpha male, and very word um, very good at their word to impress people, inspiring, and very bubbly and loving and dramatic, smart, so curious always, and enchanting. And but the downside is they get bored easily, so you have to bring every day something new. Oh, as a lover, they are great in bed and very sexual and romantic. They will have that candlelight dinner and they're amazing in bed, bring new things, new ideas. They're not afraid of it. So they're amazing as a husband and partner. But then their downside is they get depressed, restless, anxious, judgmental, they judge you, and then they are overwhelmed with family and responsibility and situation, and sometimes they're superficial. They're prone to changing their mind, like they'll say one thing, next minute they change their mind. And sometimes they're insensitive. They might just say something about your weight or something, like really insensitive thing. And they're flirty and sometimes unreliable, like they'll say they will go somewhere but last minute change their mind. And susceptible to big highs and very low. They're energetic and then sometimes depressed and non-energetic. They're very nervous sometimes, and then they're sometimes very bold and courageous, easily distracted, attention span is low, and not great with money. They cannot manage money, but they're with their friends. They're loving, easygoing, generous, kind, brilliant, and they can start conversation anytime, have friends. They're funny, and they're likely to hold the friendship for years, and they're encouraging, outgoing, loyal, giving, and easy to get along with anybody, and open-minded to accept any kind of new things, new challenges. And then in a loving relationship, in their love relationship or marriage, they're drawn to variety. The varieties of things has to be there in a marriage to hold on to the marriage. They're very supportive and passionate, romantic, emotionally attached with the person they love. They're romantic, they're excited, and they bring new things every time. And they're affectionate and they give great gifts, gentle and loving, taking out to places, bringing gifts, flowers, candies. That's the person, Gemini. But in a job, in their work, they're top-notch collaborators. They are innovative and go-getter, and they're expert in communication, and they're very motivated and quick thinking and multitasking, and they're great in bringing people together, very friendly, great in business, and they're quick-witted and great in brainstorming, very creative, always looking on the bright side, and always they are just supporting their friends, co-workers, and unstoppable. They like to work hardworking, persuasive, and they're born leaders. They're like very leader at their work, imaginative, good for they are great for like creating a library, a reading room because they love reading, the team player, and the problem solver and natural entertainer. They're the life of the party, and they dress well at the party, very unique, and they like handcrafted things, and sometimes they like fashionable things. Geminis are social butterflies, and they're very playful. They're like explorer. They like to explore things, always up for new challenges, moving to from relationship to relationship, active, energetic, and they are good businessmen, good entrepreneurs, and they're flirtatious. That gets them into trouble. They like to flirt with people, adventurous, athletics. And they are fearless thinkers. They will say what's in their mind, and they're brave, and they are extroverted and very chatty and compelling, and they are bright, optimistic, and they are ready to say what they're thinking, what they're believing. They're emotional, and they're kind. They're adaptable to situation and quick to move on from their mistake and learn from their mistake. And they're mysterious. They're thoughtful, inquisitive, and captivating. And Geminis, the biggest flaws are the mind is always changing. They say something and then something different, and they move on from relationship to relationship, and they, because sometimes they don't like to be tied down to one relationship, one person. So that's a very down thing. And Gemini's stone is emerald because of their mind always changing. So emerald is good for them, for their go with depression and all that. So emerald is good, and their colors is yellow or orange color. They should wear that. So this was a video about Gemini, but there's a lot more I can talk about Gemini, but then that will be so long. So I think this is the best. I should end it now. They're amazing people. I have many people in my life who are Geminis, and they're highly educated, doing great job, and they're amazing people. But everyone has a good side, bad side, few flaws. So they also have few flaws. Hi, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. Thank you. May God bless you all.